Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm Adeline Atlas, 7 times published author. Satisfy the soul, not the society definition. Soul satisfaction is alignment with your divine assignment, the internal knowing that you're walking in truth even if the external world doesn't approve. Society satisfaction, on the other hand, is a mask. It's the illusion of success that often requires the death of your true self. Satisfy the soul, not the society. Because here's the trap. Society will hand you a script and expect you to play it, word for word, line for line. And if you refuse, they'll call you lost, lazy, rebellious, or unrealistic. But the truth? The moment you choose to satisfy society over your soul, you betray the most sacred contract you came here with. You silence your compass. You deny your own divine coding. And for what? For claps from people who don't even know your real name? Society is a shapeshifter. The rules change with the trends. One day, it rewards loud. The next, it praises silence. 1 minute, it's be authentic. And the next, it's know your place. It'll cheer you on for being bold until your boldness threatens the system. That's why soul satisfaction must come first. Because society's applause is conditional. But the soul? It claps in silence. It rewards in peace. It affirms you in private. No likes, no comments, just truth. Here's what they don't tell you. The most dangerous form of poverty is soul poverty. Living rich in status but bankrupt in spirit. Waking up in a curated life you built to impress everyone but yourself. You got the job, the car, the house, but the voice inside you is screaming. That's not success. That's slow death. And most people won't admit they're in that kind of prison because society taught them to smile through it, pose through it, pose through it. But you can't fake alignment. You can fake ambition, sure. You can fake confidence. You can fake motivation. But you can't fake that feeling in your gut when you know you're off path. When you're living in a life that looks good but feels wrong. When you've sacrificed your truth for tradition. When you've confused comfort with calling. So let's get real. Who are you living for? When you post, is it for impact or applause? When you speak, is it from truth or from fear of being misunderstood? When you choose, is it based on alignment or optics? Because if your soul is starving, it doesn't matter how full your schedule is. You can't out-hustle spiritual malnutrition. And don't get it twisted. Satisfying the soul isn't about laziness or passivity. It's the most radical act of obedience you can perform in a world built on performance. Society wants you efficient, obedient, digestible. The soul wants you real, unfiltered, uncompromising. There will always be a tension between the two, because the soul is infinite, and society is insecure. And listen, I've done it. I've played the game, I've toned it down, smiled when I wanted to scream, chased goals that didn't even belong to me. I've worn outfits for the camera that didn't match my spirit. I've attended rooms where my energy was too much for people playing small. I've muted my truth just to keep the peace. And every time I did, I lost a piece of myself in the process. But not anymore. I satisfy the soul now. Because society never paid my spiritual bills. It never carried me through trauma. It never stayed up with me during the rebuild. It never wiped my tears in the dark. The soul did that. My truth did that. My alignment did that. When you satisfy the soul, something shifts. You speak differently, walk differently. You no longer seek approval because you're too busy walking in assignment. You stop asking, will they like this? And start asking, is this in alignment with who I really am? You don't bend. You don't shrink. You don't apologize for walking away from anything that dishonors your energy. Because here's the raw truth. Society doesn't love you. It uses you. It praises you until it's done with you. The moment you stop performing, it moves on. But your soul? Your soul is eternal. It remembers why you came. It remembers the contracts you made before you incarnated. It remembers your mission. And the soul? It doesn't care about likes, titles, or trends. It wants truth. It wants freedom. It wants peace. So choose peace. Choose alignment. Choose presence over performance. Choose soul over society every single time, even when it costs you everything. Because what you lose externally will never match what you gain internally when you return to yourself. Let them call you selfish. Let them say you switched up. Let them misunderstand. That's not your burden. Your job is not to fit into their mold. Your job is to shatter it. Your job is not to keep society comfortable. It's to stay spiritually congruent. And when the noise gets loud, get quiet with your soul. She's never lied to you. Satisfy the soul, not the society. That's the only way you win in the real game. If this topic hit home, don't just listen. Act. Get inside the School of Soul Vault and unlock the full video series designed to help you master your goals, your energy, and your game. Monthly access, unlimited growth.